Hey everyone. First of all, thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope that you're learning so much. You guys have been given so much awesome information, and today was just such an exciting day to be able to partner up with my girl Amy and really talk about the nutritional deficiencies and the synthetics and the fillers and reading labels and all that, just to really empower you and around seeing where that may be contributing to fatigue, right? And what the link is. So Amy put all that in earlier today. So what I'm going to do is wrap that up, and I can wrap that up with my own experience and education and what it took for me to figure this all out, right? So I'm going to specifically target B12 and iron, right? Because those are two big things that can really cause people to be super tired, super weak, fatigued, the whole thing. So you really want to look at what that could be causing you to just be feeling that way, right? In addition to all the nutritional issues, right? So first of all, our food, right, is very depleted. The nutritional value of our food is super deficient. Surprising word, right? So that's why it's very important to look for supplementation when it comes to vitamins and minerals and such. And you also, like Amy mentioned, have to be super aware that not all supplementation is created equal. So it really makes a difference to really know what it is that you're taking and have support around that, which is why you have us. We get to do all the homework for you. How awesome is that? Okay, say for instance, like with iron, right? Iron makes a protein which supports the hemoglobin in the red blood cells, right? What do the red blood cells do? The red blood cells is what carries oxygen through your body, right? We really need those red blood cells to support us being able to function, right? I'm talking about like exercising, I'm talking about working, I'm talking about moving your body, I'm talking about brain function, like all that stuff. If you don't have the oxygen that you need in your blood to be carried through your whole body, you're just not going to be able to be functioning at the optimal level of which you want to be, right? So then we're going to talk about like B12, right? And it's funny because there's such a link, such a link between B12 and iron. Because B12 actually supports making the red blood cells, right? So do you see the link in all of this, right? And that's what actually, the red blood cells is what carries the, my hand gets tired, what is carrying the oxygen through your blood. So if you're not getting the adequate amount of B12 and iron that you need, you're gonna feel weak, you're gonna feel fatigued, you're gonna feel tired, you're not gonna be able to perform any of that stuff. And again, the likelihood that you can just get it from your food is not good. My personal journey was that after surgery I was no longer able to pull the B12 and the iron from the food. So I needed to look for supplementation. And the supplementation that the doctors gave me, was typical, vitamins and store-bought and all that. And what was happening is I was doing all the things. I was taking 10 to 12 supplements a day. And what was happening is I was still deficient. I was still deficient specifically in the things that I was supplementing off the counter, through the store, grocery store, drugstore, whatever. I only knew what I knew, right? Well, as I learned, as I started to dig, as I started to research, I was like, okay, I'm like done with this, taking 10 to 12 pills a day. You can't take this one with that one because it doesn't support the absorption and blah, blah, blah. So what I found with Soul was that the whole plant-based nutrition, my body is absorbing up to 98% of that. Your body absorbs up to 98% of whole plants, right? Which is amazing. Guess what your body absorbs from a synthetic version of that vitamin? Something that's man-made, something that has fillers and additives and all that stuff, like maybe 10%, okay? So no wonder why I was so deficient. Yet I still thought I was doing the right thing, right? So with Soul, I've been able to really just up all my levels and no longer in the hospital doing infusions anymore. As far as like working out. I was working out like a crazy person, and yet I was still super deficient. And you know what that looks like is sunken in eyes. Your coloring is off, like your temper is short, you're not able to focus, you're just not able to do all the things. But I thought I was doing the right thing because I was taking my vitamins and I was working out, right? Well, little did I know that literally the inside of my body was like dying. I was beating the crap out of it. And when you're doing that much work inside and your body has to work extra to make up for it, your body is, you're becoming deficient in other areas that your body can't perform in. So I hope that was a good wrap up for you guys. I hope that you got something from this. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please comment below and we will answer any and all questions. Reach out to your soul specialist, any of that. And, like we said, not all supplements are created equal. And we can promise you with soul, we've done the homework, and that's why we're here. So you guys have an awesome rest of your day and enjoy the rest of the week. Bye.